You guys can all sit down. Thank you for starting us off over there with some great music, getting us ready. Good evening, everyone. What a great night we have in store for you tonight. I promise you this will be like no graduation you have ever attended. Unless, of course, you've been to a community high graduation. Tonight we are here to celebrate and award diplomas to this amazing group of young people. One of them is mine, so I got a little choked up, sorry. I usually don't cry till the end, I promise. Before we begin, I would like to welcome some of our distinguished guests. We have with us this evening, please stand so that everyone can see your pretty faces. We've not all get to be together very often lately. We have with us Ms. Jessica Kelly, our board vice president. Mr. Brian Johnson, board parliamentarian. Ms. Dawn Linden, our assistant superintendent for teaching and learning. And Mr. Paul DeAngelis, executive director for high school education. And of course, we have Dr. Janice Swift, superintendent of schools, AAPS. I also would like to introduce and honor all past and present community high deans who may be with us this evening. We have to start with our assistant dean, our fabulous, fabulous, fabulous Rebecca Westrait. Do we have any other past community high deans in the house this evening? You never know. All right, Board of Education, parents, staff, family, and friends, I introduce you to the class of 2022. Dear class of 2022, first, there are many people sitting in this auditorium who care for you, have invested a lot of time and effort to get you where you are today. So please stand for a minute, turn around, face your parents, and lock eyes with them. Stand up, find your parents, lock eyes with them, figure out where they are. Are you ready, graduates? We are going to thank them in a very coordinated way, in a way they know you mean it. So on the count of 3, we're going to do a big thank you, and I mean a big thank you. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, before you sit, folks, there's another group here you might want to thank. If you turn to your left, if you were facing the stage, you see the faculty and staff of Community High School who have also helped you get here today. So let's thank them in the same coordinated way. Are we ready for another big thank you? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. It is an exciting night that we get to be here. It's been a few years since we've gotten to be here in this place, in this moment. And I've shared with the class of 2022 a few times in the more recent months that we have the opportunity to do some things that many classes in the last 2 years have not gotten a chance to do. And so I know as families, we cherish this just as much as our graduates do. And so I also want to take an opportunity to recognize some of our support staff who do so much behind the scenes to help our students, but they also really help the rest of us. And let's be honest, these are the folks who keep the wheels on the bus, right? So What I'm going to do is when I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all are announced, and then we can applaud them all together. So first of all, we have our teaching assistants, Kim Tyranapur, Michael Strugala, Carol Nealon, Bo Bagdapur, and Katya Angelova. We also have our amazing office professionals. The CR and Records Office, we have Katie Sanderson. In the main office and library, we have our new attendants and book secretary and clerk, Joanne Constantinides, also who happens to be a CHS graduate. Our main office secretary and secretary to the dean, Jefferson Billsborough. And in the counseling office, we have Gretchen Eby, who is the wizard behind tonight's event, so she's probably not even in here yet. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do. At this point, I actually would like the entire teaching faculty to please rise. Will the students and families help me thank this amazing, amazing teaching staff? I know that I speak for many parents out there, and I have seen these folks do such amazing, amazing things for the young people at Community High School. And I know for our graduating class, they spent a long time of that on Zoom and not inside the walls of Community High School. And that has been hard across the nation for anyone in this graduating class. But I would beg to find any group of students anywhere who were able to connect with their school and their teammates during the pandemic the way these folks have been able to do, and it's because of this amazing staff who basically stood on their heads and did I don't know what for you all, and you all engaged in that. And so these two groups of people together is what makes community within the walls of our building. And we are grateful that we all get to be here with parents and the extended community, because that's what community is about. There are also a few members of our CHS family who are actually wrapping up their legacy of service to the Ann Arbor Public Schools as they choose to retire and move on to the next phase of their life. So I would like them to stand when I call their names so we can properly thank them. Steve Carone. Steve, you can't sit down yet just because you got applauded. I still have to say a few things. So Steve breathes so much life into everything he does. Clearly you see the energy. And if you don't know Steve, it's really hard for you to imagine how all of his passions and interests actually get along and fit inside of this guy. After all, we're talking about an Ann Arbor art teacher. Let's start there. Who's been known to wear a ballet tutu at times, who loves hockey and hunting in the UP. But more than anything inside this guy is a whole bunch of love, care, and laughter, and insight and leadership that he shares with all of us. Thank you, Steve, for your dedication to the Ann Arbor Public Schools. Next, we have Gretchen Eby. Gretchen. Gretchen is one classy gal. I can tell you, there's nothing she doesn't touch that isn't perfectly polished, totally professional, and just has the right amount of pizzazz to make everyone feel special. And when I say classy, we're also talking about her outfits. I think all of us on the staff want to look at Gretchen and say, I want to be able to wear what Gretchen wears, but none of us can really do it. The reality is, she is the glue that holds us together. She's so organized. She puts together every big event we have. She crosses the T's, she dots the I's. She makes certain that everything looks well, these flowers, everyone has their tickets. Everything always goes smoothly because of you, and we are gonna so miss that. And we are so grateful for what you've dedicated to us. Gretchen, thank you for your dedication to the Ann Arbor Public Schools. So this next person kind of faked us out. She was gonna retire, now she's gonna wait a little bit, which thank goodness she's gonna wait a little bit. So we're gonna give you half of your speech now and half of your speech next year, because she's not gonna get through all of next year, but she's willing to stick around and help us start next year. Katie Sanderson, please rise. The reality is, the fact that Katie Sanderson decided at the last minute to not retire partially was not all of her doing. However, she also was one of those people, she's like, I'm actually kind of excited about coming back, even though she knows we're still gonna be under construction, because she's the kind of person who, if you need something done, she will do it. She wants to make certain that everything goes smoothly for us. She wants to make certain that if someone needs something, it's taken care of. If somebody doesn't know how to do something, she will figure it out. This is always somebody we want on our team. So I'm so glad that she's willing to hang on for a little bit longer and make the start to next year so much smoother. So thank you, Katie, for your dedication to Ann Arbor Public Schools, enough that you're sticking on for a little bit longer. Now I have a few words for our graduates. First of all, I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Thank you for coming to community high school, for sharing with us your talents, your personalities, your caring nature with us. I've enjoyed watching you all grow up into these amazing human beings that you've become, and I've enjoyed learning and growing along with you. We sure hope we've prepared you for a happy, successful, and fulfilling life. And remember, you get to define what it means to be successful. And I hope that you find ways to be happy and feel fulfilled, even when not everything goes your way. Obviously, we hope that you've learned the content that we were all trained to share with you. But I know for most of us, we hope even more that you've learned how to learn, how to complete something that once seemed difficult, how to work hard, to ask questions, to ask for help, to give help, to put in the extra time, to fail. Yes, I said that right. To fail and fail again, to learn from your falls and to help cushion the falls of others. We don't know everything about the world for which we're preparing you to go into. The truth is, it's changing at a lightning speed. But our hope is that we've taught you how to learn, how to adapt to change. And this class has had to learn how to adapt to change. And that you can change the world around you while always remaining true to yourself, taking care of yourself, but also taking care of those around you. I mean, think about what we say at community high school. Everything that you do, you've added to community high school, and you've made us a better place because you've been here. You've rubbed off on us while we've been here, and we hope that we've rubbed off a little bit on you. You know, community, we want you out learning in the community, giving back to the community, and knowing how to be a part of a community. And you've learned how to do that when we were all together, and also when we were virtual. And we have depended on this class this year to help 3 entire other grades at community high school learn what it means to be a community high school student. That has been a heavy burden. The last time that you guys spent a full year in high school was your freshman year. And we asked a lot of you, and you stepped up. You stepped up, you've helped reinstate some of our traditions. You've helped try to share with the rest of our students what does it mean to be a community high school student when they're at Carytown, when they're at U of M, when they're in the hall and they pass other folks. You've done this over these 4 years, whether we were in person and when we were virtual. And I always say that everyone who is a part of this community high family can't help but always be a part of this community high school family. And we exchange thoughts, ideas, and that is why each person who enters through the doors of community high school, in some way, they have interacted with teachers or students here. They have changed who we are. And that is how we continue to keep getting better and better, because each of you, each person brings an idea, a kindness, a new perspective, and sometimes just a spork. But we always are grateful for what you all teach us each year. You make us better. You keep inspiring us to do more. And I know that we haven't been together in the same building for all 4 years. But just like true character is what you do when no one's looking, being a part of a community doesn't go away when we're not in the same room, even after you've graduated. The reality is that once you become a community high school student, you're always a part of our community, and a little piece of each of you lives within our building and within our hearts. So what makes community high school so special? Each of you. You get out of it what you put into things, and you have all put in so much. Keep putting that effort into the world, and the world will give back. Take time to care for each other, always strive to be your best, and recognize the importance of failure to get to your successes. In many ways, community high school formed me as a teacher and an administrator, just like community high school formed you. During the very first year that I was a teacher at community high school in 1996, I was given a poem by a good friend of mine when I was sharing with him how stressed I was about adjusting to the life of a new teacher. It ended up being a very grounding poem that I still read often. In fact, this is the poem I gave to every graduate in my forum in the front of a journal during the 18 years that I was a forum leader. I no longer have a forum to share this with, but I do make each graduating class my honorary forum for the year as I check in on your progress towards graduation and ensure that you have what you need to be successful and feel prepared for your next steps after high school. Therefore, as my honorary forumettes, I am sharing this poem with you. I hope you enjoy it. It's called The Station by Robert Hastings. Tucked away in our subconscious is an idyllic vision. We see on ourselves on a long trip that spans the continent. We're traveling by train. Out of the windows, we drink in passing scenes of cars on nearby highways, of children waving at a crossing, of cattle grazing on a distant hillside, of smoke pouring from a power plant, of row upon row of corn and wheat, of city skylines and village halls. But upmost in our minds is the final destination. On a certain day, at a certain hour, we will pull into the station, bands will be playing and flags waving. And once we get there, so many wonderful dreams will come true, and the pieces of our lives will fit together like a complete jigsaw puzzle. How restlessly we pace the aisles, damning the minutes for loitering, waiting, waiting, waiting for the station. When we reach the station, that will be it, we cry. When I'm 18, when I buy a new 450 SL Mercedes-Benz, when I've paid off the mortgage, when I get a promotion, When I reach the age of retirement, I shall live happily ever after. Sooner or later, we must realize there is no station, no one place to arrive at once and for all. The true joy of life is the trip. The station is only a dream. It constantly outdistances us. Relish the moment is a good motto, especially when coupled with Psalm 118:24. This is the day the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. It isn't the burdens of today that drive men mad. It is the regrets over yesterday and the fear of tomorrow. Regret and fear are the twin thieves who rob us of today. So stop pacing the aisles and counting the miles. Instead, climb more mountains, eat more ice cream, go barefoot more often, swim more rivers, watch more sunsets, laugh more, cry less. Life must be lived as we go along. The station will come soon enough. To the class of 2022, I wish you an incredible journey, a journey of caring for each other in the world, a journey that is meaningful, a journey that is joyous, a journey that provides others to care for you when life presents not so joyous moments, and a journey where you continue to crave lifelong learning, where you're challenged and excited, and a journey that allows you to be the best possible you in the world. We are so proud of you, we are totally amazed by you, and we care for you. You are ready for this journey. One of my favorite quotes is actually from a past graduate. They said, "Boats are safest in the harbor, but that's not what boats are built for." So I guess it is time to kick you out of the harbor. Congratulations, class of 2022. Enjoy the trip. I would now like to introduce Dr. Janice Kerr-Swift, Superintendent.
Well, thank you, Dean Marcy, and good evening, community. How are you? You look great. Well, what a tremendous honor to get together this evening in the Ann Arbor Public Schools as we gather together in person to honor you, Community High School class of 2022. You are an impressive sight. We're so pleased to gather with your teachers, support staff, and leaders, with your parents, families, friends, and our Ann Arbor community. We are all together here with exactly one focus, and that is to celebrate and honor each of you on this historic graduation evening 2022. And in celebrating each of you, we hear your important voices. We honor your unique stories, the challenges that you have overcome. You've shown remarkable strength, class of 2022. You have traversed your high school career amidst an historic global pandemic. Community class of 2022, not even a pandemic could stop you. Let's give them a hand. And tonight you arrive at this milestone achievement of high school graduation, and you become alumni of Community High School and the Ann Arbor Public Schools. I want to take just a moment to recognize the teachers, support staff, and building leaders, all the way from those early days of kindergarten back in 2009. All of those helpers have led to this night, supported you to this day. And we offer our deepest gratitude to the Community High School team for all you have done to support and guide these students during their critical years of high school. Thank you, community team. And we want to thank the parents of our class of 2022. Thank you for raising such amazing young people. They give us hope for the future, don't they? Yes. Thank you for all you've done to support and guide them through these critical years. Thank you. They have persevered and they have overcome, and they are who they are tonight because of you, parents, and for all that you've done to get them to this night. Thank you for sharing them with us in the Ann Arbor Public Schools. And thank you for building such great young people to head out into the world and make such a difference as we know they will. Certainly, it takes a village, and we're so grateful this evening. Community graduates, every experience that you've had on your journey has prepared you for exactly this very moment. Tonight, you emerge from a mighty and powerful place, Community High School, the Ann Arbor Public Schools, and you have absolutely everything it takes to move forward in confidence, to impact this world in profound and positive ways. I just want to give a tribute to you all this evening by sharing some words from Poet Laureate, the youngest in U.S. history, Amanda Gorman, who offered her poem, The Hill We Climb, on Inauguration Day, January 2021. Amanda says it like this: in this truth, in this faith, we trust. For while we have our eyes on the future, history has its eyes on us. This is an era of just redemption we feared at its inception. We did not feel prepared to be the heirs of such a terrifying hour. But within it, we found the power to author a new chapter, to offer hope and laughter to ourselves. So while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over catastrophe? Now we assert, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us? We will not march back to what was, but move to what shall be. When day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it, for there is always light. If only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it. Community high school graduates, class of 2022, we witness your brilliant light tonight. Please go, shine your light out there. And so it's at this time, Dean Marcy, that on behalf of the Ann Arbor Public Schools, I formally accept the Community High School class, Ann Arbor Public Schools class of 2022, as having fulfilled all the requirements and obligations necessary for graduation from the Ann Arbor Public Schools. And as superintendent of schools, I hereby authorize the awarding of the diplomas. Congratulations and best wishes, Community High School class of 2022.
All right, well, here we go, y'all. This is the time y'all been waiting for. First, thank you, Dr. Swift. Thank you for holding this all together over the course of these 4 years with these. I can't imagine what it's been like for y'all. So thank you, Dr. Swift. All right. In community high fashion, we do things a little bit different. These students are going to be presented their diplomas by their forum leaders. Their forum leaders, as you know, are their school parents. They're the ones that are with them every week from when they came in as ninth graders, done the growth, learned from each other to get to this point today. So it only makes sense that their forum leaders are the ones who get to give them their diplomas and present them to you. So we'll do this in stages, so we can break it up. It does take a little while. Each student has their opportunity to be up here to say whatever they might want to say. That's how we do it here. And so we're going to start. We present to you the form of Tracy Anderson. Check, check.
It is my honor to introduce this amazing group of individuals. Leah Vandervelde.
I went into high school thinking that I was really funny. But this school, these people, my many friends, my teachers, Tracy, and my family have taught me that I can only get funnier. And I did. And I'm only gonna get funnier. And that applies to all of the traits that I've grown into these past 4 years. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
I needed that. And Ian Novar.
We got
a fan club.
I just want to thank my mom and dad for everything and sticking with me the past 18 years of my life. And I want to give a special thanks to Jen Niner, wherever you are. You're truly one of the most wonderful people I've ever met, and I love you so much. Thank you.
And Leo Kupperman.
All right, I'm going to read a very short quote. Okay. We but mirror the world. All the tendencies present in the outer world are to be found in the world of our body. If we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. As a man changes his own nature, so does the attitude of the world change towards him. We need not wait to see what others do. Gandhi said this, and I never really understood what he meant until my time at community. I've come to understand how I can mold and shape my life, and I've seen how my world has shifted in return. I've learned what I'm able to do for myself in terms of academic and extracurriculars, but also as a person. Life is a lot more complicated than the quote, but I just want to express my gratitude towards the school for helping me to understand just a bit more about the world and myself. Thanks.
Yeah.
Elijah Klein.
So I'm gonna be honest, when I first got here, I was expecting to like community and be here all 4 years. But looking back on it, I can say that the only thing I regret is not winning the senior versus staff basketball game. I really don't know how it happened, but we live and learn. But I just want to appreciate everybody in the school for making school feel more like home and for making classmates and teachers feel more like family. You guys really put the community in community.
Avani Hefner Shah.
To the people that got me to this point, To my parents who spend half their paychecks fueling my San Pellegrino addiction, to the Power School notifications that never let me forget, to the friends who sat outside in the parking lot with me every morning before school, and to the teachers who didn't mind when we were 20 minutes late, and to the school that really does embody the word community. Thank you. 4 years went by too fast.
Jack Gray.
I wanted to take my 30 seconds to take a moment to acknowledge and talk about the teachers, counselors, and family that have helped me through the thick and thin. You have helped me to become a fine young adult, and I've had a wonderful time at community. I wish everyone the best for them, and thank you.
Elliot Davis.
In this moment, part of me is sad and will miss my hours of pointlessly wandering the halls of community. Well, the other part of me is excited about starting at MSU next fall. Reflecting back on the impact that community has had on me over the past 4 years, I can honestly say it's made me a more thoughtful, compassionate, and confident individual. I would love to thank all the wonderful teachers, staff, friends, and family for all the support over the last 4 years. Thank you.
LeBron Brown.
All right, so I would like to thank my mother for getting me to this point. She's a single mother, the most amazing mother in the world. She raised me all by myself. She raised me all by myself, and I feel like I turned out really well. And I just want to say, I appreciate you and I love you. Thank you.
And Sadie Agranoff.
I just want to thank community in general for all of the experience and memories I'll never forget.
Let's hear it for the Anderson Forum. Next up, this is a special moment. We have 2 forum leaders coming up for this one. Mid-year this past year, our forum leader, Matt Johnson, went on to a new adventure, and Sean Eldon took over. So they're going to celebrate together. Let's give it up for the Eldon Johnson Forum.
Matt knows these kids a lot better than I do. I still don't know their names. But even if I don't know their names, I know they're wonderful people. And I was pretty lucky to have such an amazing forum with so many leaders and thoughtful human beings. So I wish you the best. And I don't know, Marcy said it's the journey. I think it's the company you keep. And you are all really great company.
So I've said over many years that it's always a great honor to present graduating seniors, but it's a particularly great honor to present these seniors who were #1, the highest fundraising forum seniors in the history of community high school for food gatherers. How much was it? 13 and some change. And also that's with a transition, they had almost a month to fill, and I feel like the forum got better in that month. And it's because of these seniors right here and their leadership. So it's such a great honor to present them. So without any further ado, Mark Zabel.
I just wanted to say thank you to community and all the opportunities and freedom that it provided me over these 4 years. Community is an experience that I will never forget and that I will always be thankful for.
Taylor Watson.
Inside jokes get better, especially when they're 3 years old. So I think Anna's sitting in section 4, row Q, seat 401 for the last time of my high school career. That is a person who is way too hot for me.
Felicity Rosa Davies.
I remember the second to last forum with Matt very well because I was not there. I had had an especially exhausting day, and I decided to go home and take a nap instead. But when 2 days later, Matt told our forum that he was leaving community for a job at Pioneer, my first thought was, I wish I'd chosen to be there on Tuesday. Matt has been an unbelievably supportive forum leader, and although you left only 4 months before our graduation, I'm so thankful that you're here now, here to see us all finishing our CHS journey. So thank you for helping to make my time at community as great as it has been.
Brina Morgenstern.
Shout out to my sister Leah Morgenstern because she also graduates this year. So yay! That's it.
Ava Lowen.
These 4 years have absolutely flown by. It feels like just yesterday I first stepped foot inside Matthew Johnson and now Sean Eldon's forum. Although I'll certainly have so much to miss here at community, I'm so excited and so ready to take the friends I've made, the memories I've created, and the knowledge I've gained here into the next chapter of my life. Thanks so much to everyone who helped me get here. I couldn't have done it alone. Thank you.
Jack Bazzini.
I'm just very grateful for all the staff, my classmates, and my family for getting me through these 4 years, and it was a lot of fun, so thank you.
And last, Catherine Angus.
Gamers, stay gaming, and be sure to take good care of your bones. Thank you.
You heard it here first. All right.
All right, there's the Eldon Johnson Forum. Up next, we present the Forum of Jocelyn Hunter Young.
I am so honored to present to you the Hunter Young Forum. Tyler Parrish.
All right. Thank you to my mom for putting up with me these past 4 years and probably gonna have to put up with me these next 4 years. Thank you, Tracy, for giving me the camera that inspired my passion in photography this year. And thank you to all of you in this crowd for being there to support all of the kids at community as well.
Regan McKee.
Everyone here tonight has done an incredible job at thanking everybody in this room, but I want to give my own special thank you to everyone in the back row who's here for me, and a very, very big thank you to my dad for doing everything for me forever. Thank you.
David Hogan.
I'd like to thank both Jocelyn and Chloe. Jocelyn for adapting extremely well, and Chloe for kind of pushing me onto the route which I'm going on to college. And if I had 2 things to say to everyone here, if you have a voice, use it, and united you bargain and divided you beg.
Alejandro Cantu.
I just want to thank my family, my parents, and I also wanted to extend a specific gratitude to Matt Johnson for letting me learn and just being a great teacher. Thank you.
The Hunter Young Forum. Next up, the Forum of Sarah Heckler.
Hello, it is with tremendous joy and honor that I present the graduates of the Heckler Forum, Elliot Zielek.
4 years ago, I watched my brother graduate high school in this room. I heard so many wonderful speeches, and I've had 4 years to think about my own. I spent so long stressing about it, and then yesterday, I realized that I spent all of high school being stressed, and I decided that I wanted to take a break from being stressed.
Megan London.
I want to thank everyone in this crowd tonight for just being so amazing and coming out here and supporting everyone. I know that everyone, my fellow peers, are so thankful for your support, and I wanted to give a special thank you to all of my teachers over the years. You all have been so amazing and so supportive, so thank you.
Leora Cooper.
So they said to have something prepared, and I didn't really, so I've been paying attention to what everyone else has said. So thank you to my mom for helping me through everything. Thank you to my team, to my teammates on Skyline Crew, who some of them are here tonight, for helping me transition from Skyline to community and being so supportive. And I would like to especially thank Sarah and Matt Johnson and Steve Carone for being just absolutely amazing. And I'd like to also thank JTP for getting me to realize that I could do science too.
Charlie Eidelman.
So in addition to Dr. Michael Burkhart and Randy Faber, who are too busy living their lives as working adults to be here, I would like to especially thank all the teachers and lovely adults at Community who have had the misfortune, or fortune I should say, of putting up with me. You have helped me and have played a significant role in my life, and I will now be moving to Texas to pursue a career in music. And if I ever have the chance to drop by back to snowy Michigan, I will make it a special point to visit and say hello and give you all greetings from Texas.
Congratulations.
The Heckler Forum. Up next, the Forum of Courtney Kiley.
I am so honored to introduce these graduates. Mira Schwartz.
I had the time of my life the past 4 years, mainly learning from you. My main goal in high school has been to help others, and I started accomplishing that by working for Planned Parenthood, which inspired me to then go into nursing. My parents always encouraged my drive to work in an area of healthcare that's so regulated. Well, my grandparents taught me how to advocate for myself and stand up for my beliefs unapologetically. I'm very grateful to them for pushing me to be my best. And on other rough days, I would come home to my brothers, who would always make me laugh. To continue helping others, I encourage you all to register to vote for midterm elections. It's so very important that we as youth use our voices and our votes to change the world. Thank you, and go M Team!
Liddy Roebuck.
Throughout high school, I've been honored to have some really important mentors in my life, one of which is you, Courtney. You taught me how to advocate for myself when I really didn't think I could do anything. And I want to thank my parents for not only giving me a ride to school every day because I can't drive, thank you. And I want to thank them for offering me endless support and care even when I was so down on myself, and it's really special to me, so thank you.
Ava Hartung.
I'm sorry for all the times I called teachers mom intentionally and unintentionally. Thank you for this.
Mia Goldstein.
So I started playing tennis tournaments when I was 7. Before I went on court, my dad always told me 3 things. Good luck, have fun, and do your best. Sometimes I won, sometimes I lost, but my dad was always right there when I came off, ready to give me a fist bump and to take a sometimes crying kid back to the hotel. This past year has had its uncertainties, but every time, like when I walk off the tennis court, my dad is there to tell me that it will work out, that he believes in me, that he is proud of me. Just a couple hours ago, I was playing in Kalamazoo, 2022 state champs, by the way. Go Pioneer! This was my last time playing at states, probably one of the last times being reminded to have fun before I headed on court. But now, as I enter a new chapter of my life, Dad, I want you to know that I will always take with me your gentle and reassuring words. To have fun and do my best in all that I do. Here's a fist bump for you. Thank you. I love you.
Emilio Uribe Botero.
I don't know how to go after that because that was beautiful. But first, I want to thank Manisha for always believing in me. I also want to thank Courtney for always letting Sel and I stay after forum and just talk and talk and talk. And I want to thank Oliver for always playing Super Smash Bros. With me. And I want to thank Grace and Jasmine because I wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you.
My phone turned off. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Stella Valentino.
I'm very excited to be graduating, and I am immensely grateful for the people who helped me get here to this point in my life. I tried really hard to make this speech funny, but I'm not really sure if it worked. Most of you don't know me, but I'm really funny. You guys are probably thinking, she's definitely not funnier than my kid who's graduating alongside her today, but I am. I am funnier than them. With that being said, I love this class with all my heart, and I'm really looking forward to seeing which one of us becomes a multimillionaire first.
Mia Wood.
This year, Courtney gave me the opportunity to be her salmon apprentice and raise over 100 baby salmon in her classroom. I fed them, watched them grow up, and cared for them. And even when they made Courtney's room smell terrible, I was always there because that was like my home. In that room, Courtney fed us and watched us grow up and cared for us, much like I did with my baby salmon. In May, we released the salmon because they were ready to go out into the world, and now Courtney is doing the same for us. But in a way, we're all like her baby salmon, and she's our salmon apprentice. And I couldn't have asked for a better person to fill that role in my life.
Ready?
Sebastian Wingard.
I am so grateful I went to community. I can't imagine having more supportive teachers. I especially want to thank Manisha for the immense care she shows in her teaching, Jonathan for how much he supported and motivated me, and finally, Courtney for all the love she gives our forum and for always being there for me. Thank you so much. I will miss you.
All right, guys.
The Courtney Kiley Forum. Thank you. Oh, I don't know, y'all. I think I need I could use a little bit of break after that one. That one got that right here in the heart. So at this point, I think it is time for a break. In the community highway, we like to kind of lighten it up a little bit. So at this time, you will see on the stage, under the direction of our legend, Jack Wagner, we're about to hear some music. So If you feel the need and you are up for it, you can stretch out, maybe stand up, do a little spin, do a little dance if you might. And in a moment here, Jack, when you are ready, let's take it away. But let's give a round of applause really quick for Jack Wagner and the Community High School Jazz Ensemble.
alive, I feel the love, I feel the love that's really real. I feel alive, I feel the love, I feel the love that's really real. I'm on sunshine, baby. Ow! Oh yeah, I'm on sunshine, baby. Ow! I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa! I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa! I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa! And don't it feel good? Hey! Alright now. And don't it feel good? I said again now. And don't it feel good? Oh, yeah now. And don't it feel good? Now tell me again now. And don't it feel good? Now don't it feel good? I said again now. And don't it feel good? Oh, yeah now.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Let's hear it one more time for Jack Wagner and the CHS Jazz Ensemble. That's something else, y'all. I don't even know what to say about that, so thank you so much. All right, let's get back to this. If we can all have a seat once again, let's get back into why we're here to celebrate our students. So here we go in the second round. We're going to start with the Forum of Laurel Landrum. Let's hear it.
I'm so pleased to graduate this amazing group of seniors. Madison Bell.
In 8th grade, when all of us decided that we wanted to try out community, I didn't want to go, like at all. I sat in that meeting with my mom, learning about a school I had no desire to attend. For all I knew, it was a school of weirdos, and none of my friends were going there. Turns out I was right, this school is filled with weirdos, but it just so happens that I am one too. That first day, walking through the front door, which I then learned was actually the back door, I told myself I would go to Pioneer if I needed to. Turns out I didn't need to, and I couldn't be more grateful for the way this school has shaped me into the person you see before you. Thank you.
Talia Brisky.
In my freshman year, I did an activity in Forum where I had to draw what I thought fear looked like. I didn't have to think very hard about how to draw it, and I now realize that was because there was so much fear in my life. I was scared of failure, exclusion, and judgment, but what I was most scared of was being myself. The people at Community showed me the value in all the qualities I have, and that taught me to let go of other people's expectations and be the person I want to be. There are still plenty of things that scare me, but I'm no longer scared to be myself, and I have Community to thank for that.
Esther Cohen.
I'm endlessly grateful for the amazingly unique high school experience Community has given me, and just being surrounded by all the amazing people and teachers for 4 years. I'm so grateful.
Paloma Duda Cortez.
Hi. So I wanted to talk about the butterfly effect for a moment. The butterfly effect is this idea that some small incident can have a big impact and change to the future. So I like to relate this theory to my life, and I think that everyone here is a part of my butterfly effect. So thank you for getting me to where I am today.
Rolanda Dukes.
I want to say thank you to all the teachers that I've been burdened in the hallway to talk about random stuff. For example, Elon Musk. I want to say thank you, Isaac, for being an amazing supporting boyfriend and helping me with math because that's hard. I want to say sorry, Rianya, for not supporting you during your graduation and for a very important night of your life. I'm so sorry. And I want to say thank you. I want to say sorry to my forum for not thinking that I was good enough to become y'all friends because I didn't have a good enough personality or that I just was too boring and y'all were always so exciting and loud and I always thought that I was just so quiet and a little mouse and y'all were like big lions. I want to say sorry and I hope I want to say sorry to I want to say thank you to all my peers and all my friends.
Let's go. Congratulations. Jada Hikari.
I want to leave my CHS family with a poem by Tupac Shakur, Tell Mama. A person is made of many things, none of which can be seen at a glance. Even a rose can grow from concrete if watered and given the chance. When judging a man, first take into account the conditions from which they've prevailed, their ability to keep the faith, not just in victory, but when they fail. Tell Mama, please don't worry, there's no need for caution here. For I was born an honorable person, so there's nothing for her to fear. Never judge a book by its cover, I'm sure she's heard that before. And what would life be like for us if we were all too scared to explore? So dare to do what no one has done, get to know me before you judge me. 9 times out of 10, we'll become friends, and in time, maybe you too will love me.
Who's Jay? You ready? All right. Oliver Lady Straka.
I got to use Jada's phone because my phone died. This is a speech given by Jeff Winger from the show Community. Okay. 3.5 years ago, when I came to Greendale, I met 6 very important people. Sorry, 7. And meeting these people changed my life. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't know what to say. I'm used to being the guy who can talk his way out of anything. But what do you say when you don't want a way out? What you all have done for me is indescribable. It's unbelievable. And my love for you is immeasurable, even when you split it 7 ways.
Alex Mercier.
So I was going to stand up here and sarcastically pretend that I forgot what I was going to say for my speech, but I decided that it may not be that funny to stand up here and say, wait, hold on, I swear I remember what I wrote, I swear, for a whole 30 seconds. So I decided to go with a bit more traditional route. When reflecting on my time at Community, the word growth always seems to be at the forefront of my memories. Whether it's learning that the freedom always comes with responsibilities, or learning to be comfortable and confident in myself and my ideas. For me, Community will always be the place where I grew into the best version of myself. And technically, none of us were supposed to be saying the THANK space YOU words, but I see no one got the memo. But to my parents and my grandparents, merci beaucoup.
Well done.
Up next, the 2020 tug of war champion, the Jaeger Forum. Oh, that's kind of hard. It's hard. It was well deserved, though.
It is my honor to present my wonderful formettes. I love you all. Enji Zama.
I just want to say thank you guys so much for this opportunity to come up here and do what I do. Thank you to my family for sticking by me constantly. Thank you, Mom, so much. Words can't describe how much I love you, and I'm so thankful for you. Staff, I want to give a special shout out to Steve, Michael, man, it's just Courtney. This class, this school is just indescribable. Like, I just want to say thank you, and thank you for all my friends for staying by me and keeping my spirits up. Thank you guys so much.
Josie Reed.
Thank you. I initially wanted to take this time to thank Ann Thomas. Without her, I would have failed freshman and sophomore year math. She retaught me genuinely every lesson, but in a way that I understood. Ann was the first teacher to make me feel welcome as a freshman. I remember before I was even enrolled in community, students came to my middle school to talk about why we should all go. Someone asked the question, who is everyone's favorite teacher? And almost half of them said Ann. At the time, all I could think was, who is this lady? Why is she so special? But I get it now. I don't think she realizes how greatly she's impacted my life. And she never will, because she's too busy to be here today. So consider that thanks revoked.
Ariana Levin.
When people ask me what's different about my high school, I tell them it's the teachers. Case in point, the first day that I met Ann Thomas, she gave me a hug and a donut and told me she couldn't wait for me to start a community, and I forgot to be scared. Ann was my anchor, my school mom. I wish I had an hour to talk about all the ways Ann supported me over the last 4 years. And the best part is I have so many school moms and dads, like Steve, Manisha, Michelle, Marcy Harris, Courtney, Liz, and Christy, and many more. I've had the gift of a whole family at school, a crowd of people cheering me on and motivating me to succeed. I will forever be grateful for this community.
Yeah.
Jimo Kuyate.
I would like to thank all my peers for pushing me through, and I would like to thank all the teachers and my family, and I would like to give a special thanks to my mom and my dad. They really helped me through high school, not just pushing me through, doing my homework, taking me to soccer practice, picking me up from school, everything they've done for me. Thank you. I love you, Mom. I love you, Baba.
Silva Das.
During the tug of war at field day last week, which the Jaeger Forum did in fact win, I experienced teamwork in a way that I have never before. There was a level of energy present in every student, whether we were lugging bags of cleats, chalking each other's hands with body powder because that's all we could find, or jumping up and down and screaming. I think this electric energy represents our school so well, especially the class of 2022. So thank you to everyone who contributed to this energy.
Margot Donahue.
I just wanted to remind everyone that our forum won tug of war because we're the biggest, baddest mother freakers in the entire school.
Eva Hannibal.
I'd just like to share this quote from a beautiful song called Good Morning by a very influential man of our time. Some people graduate, but be still stupid. Thank you.
All right, next up, the forum of Becky Brent.
It is my honor to introduce you to the Brent Forum. We've got it together, I swear. This is Joe Williams.
Well, thank you, of course. The counselor said not to do thank you lists, but everyone seems to be doing that, so I'll, follow suit. First of all, I would like to thank my mother for supporting me my whole life, and I hope she still supports me the rest of it. My dad for always answering my questions and helping me. My sister too. And of course, the amazing staff at Community and my peers. Thank you.
Congratulations. Levi Straczewski.
Although I initially had my doubts about coming to Community, wondering if it would be the right fit for me, I couldn't be more glad that I did. My teachers and friends have supported me and pushed me and made school days something to look forward to. So to all those people and to my parents who pushed me to give Community a try in the first place, thank you.
Very nice, Levi. Congratulations. Xander Stelzer.
I want to shout out to all the people that thought I was a freshman because of how young I look. But also, thank you to everyone that supported me. You guys are great. Love you.
Good job. Very good job. And Carrie Sonnen.
Every single one of my teachers has been instrumental in making my time at Community wonderful. Shout out to Judith for reaching out and saving me in sophomore year. I love you and I miss you. Kevin, thank you for everything you do. Aren't you glad I didn't follow your examples for senior pranks? To any juniors out there, Kevin has access to the security cameras and he will know if you drain the gas from his car, just a suggestion. These last 4 years have been really special and I'm so grateful to everyone, students, staff, friends, family, for all the time, effort, hard work, and kindness they've given me. Thank you.
Well done. That was beautiful. Henry Lorwald.
I'm also going to do the thank you list just because I'm nervous. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks, Finn and Max, for coming. Thanks for being an amazing forum, and I really appreciate all of you.
Ryan Bentley.
I want to thank my family, friends, and teachers for helping me get here, and I also want to give a special thanks to Vanessa, the lunch lady, and Carl, the janitor. We had many great conversations and became friends, and I promised them I'd shout them out here, so here I am.
Good job. Good job. Very good job, You're done.
All right, this time we want to welcome the Janelle Johnson Forum.
Let's do it. We can do either. No, we'll do it right here. Okay. All right, let's do it. Good evening. I will introduce to you my forumettes. They are beautiful, they are lovely, and they are wonderful. Here we go. Maggie Wolf.
So, as anyone who knows me is aware, I am terrible at making decisions. So, naturally, choosing to come to Community was not an easy choice for me to make. Even during my first couple years here, I often doubted myself. But looking back now, like so many people have said, I'm so glad I made the choice that I did. I'm so very lucky to have had the chance to experience high school in this incredibly unique way. I wanted to say thank you to all the wonderful people I've met, and thank you to my teachers for truly caring for and inspiring me and all of your students. I can really only hope to impact the world as deeply and thoughtfully as you have one day.
Yes, good job. Good job, Amy. Good job. Oh, you ready? Yeah. Melina Gomez Dominguez.
I would like to start by thanking my family and all my teachers who have supported me these past 4 years and have watched me grow. I would like to give a special thank you to my siblings who have had to put up with my roller coaster of emotions the last couple of years and will probably still have to deal with them after today. Without these people, I wouldn't be where I am today. I feel so lucky that I had the opportunity to attend CHS. The environment here really is unique. Community has changed me for the better, and I will forever be grateful for the amazing moments, experiences, and bonds I have formed. Mamá, papá, lo hice y los quiero mucho. Thank you.
Congratulations, baby. Good job. All right. Nora Berry.
Hello. It truly does take a village, and I am so grateful for mine. To all of the people who have held me in my growth and who have watched me grow and who have grown with me, to the actual body that has gotten me here today, and for the land that we stand under and that I have stood on for the last 18 years of my life, I love you all so much.
Good job, honey. Congratulations. You're welcome. All right, you ready? Gabriella Adams.
I think that my time at Community, and especially this year, has been a transformative experience. I'm looking forward to seeing how this class grows and the things we'll be doing over the next several years. Good luck to the class of 2022. Thank you to my family, and thank you, Matt Johnson, for being an amazing mentor. You are the reason why I am where I am today, so thank you.
Oh, congratulations, honey. Good job.
Up next, we have the forum of Matt Peterson.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming out tonight. My name is Matt Peterson. I've been honored to work with this group for a year and be the forum leader of these 4 fine individuals. My first year here at Community High School has been a roller coaster. However, I couldn't have gotten through this year without these 4 seniors and all of their guidance in our forum and helping me along the way as they helped in the transition from this being the West Forum, formerly led by Christia West, into the Peterson Forum. So it's been a pleasure, and I'm going to go ahead and introduce these 4 and let them kind of say their graduating piece here.
I'm Saxon Malchow, and I want to say thanks to Community for the last 4 years I've been here, and for my family and teachers of not just Community, but Abbott, Wines, and Forsyth. And here's a quote from actor who passed away 2 years ago, Mr. Chadwick Boseman. We must find a way to look after one another as if we were one single tribe.
Good job, Saxon. Proud of you, bud. Good job, bud. All right, Chrissy Kuiper.
Firstly, I would like to thank Eva for driving the 25 minutes back to my house countless times with me to get my spork. I love you. Now, I would like to share one of my favorite quotes with all of you. As the class of 2022 moves on to the next chapter in our lives, I hope we can all remember this. You are braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you know.
Thank you, Kristen. Congratulations. Calvin Pollock.
To all the teachers who didn't mark me absent when I skipped, thank you.
Hope that doesn't include me.
The summer before freshman year, my band director sat all the freshmen down and told us to live in the moment. I think my scrawny, confused self at the time sort of just shrugged it off and carried on with my day. After 4 years, those words have finally hit me, and I realize how important they are. He was right. High school would flash by, and if you told myself then that my graduation speech would be about band camp, I would laugh in your face. The last couple of months, I have been trying my best to live up to those words and soak it all in. So if he ever was to ask me why I have been late to band so much recently, I would confidently respond with, I have been living in the moment. Thank you to all my friends and family and teachers, especially my dog Zoe. Anyways, live in the moment.
Thank you, Katie Scoville.
Up next, the forum of Luciana Q.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to, introduce the seniors of the Q Forum, formerly the Stern Forum. Logan Seiler.
So when I came to community 4 years ago, I lost all my friendships due to not many of them coming over to community, with the exception of one. Thank you, Keon, for always being there for 5 years. It means a lot to me. And thank you to all the other friends I've made throughout the 4 years.
Karina Roberts.
I said bye to community before it was time to say goodbye in hopes to make this easier. It hasn't. I want to say thank you to Liz for starting me out in Forum and watching me as a baby freshman, and then Luciana for coming in at the end and finishing it off for us.
Julia Kirschman.
I know this wasn't supposed to be a thank you speech, but I just wanted to thank my parents who have supported me, loved me, and given me the rundown on taxes. I still don't understand them, just like many other things, but I figured that that's okay for now. As long as I don't accidentally commit tax fraud down the line, I'll be fine.
Kian Hamadi.
I just want to say thank you to you, Luciana, so much. It's really admirable how you managed to take an already existing forum coming out of a very chaotic year so well, and it just means a lot. And also, thank you, Liz, because those 3 years with you in forum were amazing, and I'm really happy I got to spend my last year also with you with forensics. And also, thank you to all my teachers for being so incredibly supportive. It's criminal.
And last but not least, Chloe Warren.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for making community such a special place. It's been a great 4 years, and they're ones I won't forget.
All right, thank you to Q Forum. At this moment, we're going to welcome back up Dean Marcy Tuzinski along with Dean Rebecca Westreet. It's a time of the show where we present some special awards to some well-deserving students. So let's hand it over to the deans.
All right, well, the first award tonight is, it's a really great award, and it goes to a student that really embodies this award. The Jill Award is given to students who contribute to making Community High a happier place. The award is named for Jill Donnellan, who brought a happy and generous spirit to students and staff for many years in the Individualized Learning Center. The fund was established by Tom and Ann Scribner and continues to be funded by her friends and admirers. The fund is managed by the Ann Arbor Area Community Foundation. I'd like to say thank you to Raylonda Dukes for making Community High a happier place. Come on up, Raylonda.
The Community Resource Award, the department's highest award, honors the student who utilizes our CR program to its fullest. The Community Resource Program was developed at Community High School as a way for students to pursue areas of personal interest by accessing experts in the surrounding community. This award is given in honor of the many volunteer instructors who make this program possible. This year, we would like to congratulate Jasmine Lowenstein for the Community Resource Award.
So this next award, I got a phone call about this award not too long ago from the person in whom we give the Judith Dewaskin Writing Award. Was established in 2013 by Dr. Roger Lauer, founder of the Center for Neuropsychology, Learning and Development, and is co-sponsored by Ruth Moscow Cohen, MSW, through the Moscow Philanthropic Fund. This scholarship honors excellence in both creative and analytical writing at Community High School. And the English department presents this award to one graduating senior. So as I said, I got that phone call from the Judith Dewaskin, and she said, this year's writing award proudly goes to Maggie Wolf for analytical writing.
The Dean L. Gallup Scholarship has been established in recognition of outstanding service to Community High. A Dean L. Gallup Scholar exemplifies a student who throughout their years at Community High have worked to create programs or lead projects that have bettered the school community as a whole. Someone who truly represents this level of leadership and who we honor here tonight is Sebastian Oliva. The last award we present tonight is the Bruce Bartman Memorial Scholarship. This is Community High School's oldest and most prestigious award. It is awarded to the graduating senior who best exemplifies the ideals of Community High School by being a full participant in all alternative programs, by contributing to the betterment of the school community. Bruce was a member of Community High's first graduating class who died in a climbing accident just after graduation. The scholarship was established by his late father, Dr. Fred Bartman, and is managed by the Ann Arbor Community Foundation. Congratulations to the 2022 Bartman winner, Jasmine Lowenstein. dropped my mask. Oh, no, I do have it.
Congratulations once again to all the award winners. Real quick, round of applause. Okay, back to the diplomas. Let's bring up the one, the only, the Steve Carone Forum.
How are you?
Wow, thank you.
Becca's doing well. Good, good. Good, good. Who's got the mic?
I have that as well.
These people know how much I truly love them, and you should love them too. They're going to change the world for the better, I'm positive. You got material?
30 seconds worth.
30 seconds of material. John Reed.
I don't know if I should get 30 seconds. I talk a lot. But I hope in all that talking I've said thank you the right amount. Enough that those I can't thank here know how grateful I am for them, not so much that it doesn't still mean something. Thank you to Sarah Heckler. You have taught me so much, not just about musicals and history, but about life and how to live it. The enthusiasm and laughter you bring to every day is wonderful, and I hope to be like you someday. I am going to marry a man named Jeff. And to Steve Carone, thank you for sticking with us so long. I've known a lot of people here, but I think I'm going to miss you most of all. I was serious about the Jeff thing. The phone number is 734-276.
Luda Talley.
I love you, Mom, and I love you, Steve. I'll miss you.
I'll miss you too. Thank you. That's Luda Talley. Alma Moga, who did the cover of the graduation book, by the way.
Hello. Earlier today, Steve told me that if I started laughing, he would pull the mic, and therefore, I will do my best not to, which will be hard. I would like to thank my teachers, especially Steve, my parents, and my friends, who are all amazing and wonderful people. I'd also like to give another shout out to Leah Morgenstern, because she deserves it as the best Carone Forum guest, and because she's always been the one laughing next to me. Thank you, Steve.
Love you, man. Hey, man. Love you.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you gotta say my name.
Yeah, your name, Henry
Yeah.
Holcomb.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Henry Holcomb. You might know what that means to you for some reason, or you might not. 30 seconds probably won't change that. But you will probably say, hey, that guy is kind of weird, but he's kind of fine, especially when he turns around. Just saying. This last 24 hours has been really stressful. I don't have much more material. I'm gonna win $100. Give me 1 sec. Come on, man, come on, let go.
No.
Okay.
Thank God, Tobin Cooney.
Hello. Yeah, this was a really weird and fast 4 years, but community felt like a really good place to be for that. So just thank you to all the people who made these last few years work. And happy National Donut Day.
Love it.
Carolina.
I've had a lot of amazing teachers the past 13 years, but I want to say thank you to the two most influential ones. Steve, for being an amazing forum leader, teacher, mentor, and friend these past 4 years, and many more. And to my parents, who've been the best teachers the past 17, I want to thank my mom, especially, for being the coolest woman I know and the best teacher I've ever had. And as much as I hate to admit I was wrong, Mom, you were right, and thank you for making me go to community. All right. Steve?
I'm out of material.
I'm out of material.
I'm out of material.
Jeez, I'm out of material.
I'm out of material.
I'm out of material.
John?
I'm out of material.
We're out of material. Thank you very much.
Steve Carone. We love you, Steve. We love you, Steve. Oh! There you go. Up next, the Forum of Emma Hamstra.
I am immensely proud to introduce my seniors this year. Sebastian Oliva.
As I begin this new chapter in life, I wanted to take a moment to reflect on these past years and thank everyone for being part of my journey. They say it takes a village, and I'm so grateful to have you in mine. Community's mentorship, encouragement, and guidance helped me get to this moment and become who I am today. While I am excited about the next adventure, I will always look back fondly on all I've learned and experienced over these past 4 years. To my friends, families, teachers, coaches, and anyone who has helped me grow, thank you for your support.
Elijah Lynn.
All right, before I start, I'm gonna need my mother to stand up, and I want everybody to face at her. Mom, please stand up. I would like to thank my mom so much. Mom, stand up. Thank you for helping me get here today. And I need Judith DeWaskin to please stand up. Judith. I would like to thank Judith so much for also helping me get here. And every single senior out here that I know. It started off for my freshman year with NG and GMO, the only two I knew. And now my senior year, it's like I know a lot of people, and it's a lot easier. And I would like to thank everybody that's been there, supported me, and helped me through a lot of things, because, you know, it's just what we got to do so we can graduate.
Noah Bernstein.
There's not enough space on this scroll to express how grateful I am for my family, for my friends, for my teachers, so I'll just keep it short. Thank you.
Up next, let's hear it for the Forum of Ryan Sylvester.
The wonderful and inspirational graduates of the Sylvester Forum. Kate Weiser.
Dear Tracy and Coach Ray, thank you for being the most inspirational and influential women I know. Whenever I need advice, you are always there for me. And through that, you have taught me to look beyond the surface to the humanity behind the situation. Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for instilling the values in me that made me who I am today. Dad, your weekly speech about leaving the world a better place led me to all of the things I now love to do. Mom, thank you for endlessly advocating for me and for being my best friend. My parents told me to cut my brother out of this speech so it would be under 30 seconds. But Leland, I love you. And I love you all. Kate. P.S. Arista, I really love you.
Grace Wong.
This week went by faster than anything else this year. I meant to sit down and write this speech earlier, but I started it in line just around the corner. All I could think of to share with you all that have seen me grow up and that I've grown up with is that I cannot tell you how much I appreciate every little moment that has made me who I am. Thank you for making me a more caring, accepting, and better friend. As I leave, I have realized what community really means, and I am so proud of us I'm so proud of all of us for making it to today.
Owen Tribe.
Do I hold it? I hold it. Okay. It is my opinion that the purpose of high school is to prepare us for life beyond it, to teach us to think critically and creatively, to communicate, to collaborate, to make connections and better ourselves. And you all have done that for me. I still have absolutely no idea what I want to do for the rest of my life, but thanks to community, I have confidence that whatever I decide to do, I'll be ready for it.
Ian Taylor.
I was an exceptionally cocky 8th grader. So when I came into high school, I was really scared that I'd get outshined by people. I was scared that people would be more musically talented than me, or better actors than me, or taller than me. And they were, like, way better at most things than me. And I am so happy about it. Because if I was the best at everything at this school would suck. So I'd like to thank all of the people in everything that I did that were way better than me, that I could look up to and try to strive to be.
Lita Celeste.
It's setting in. I want to thank my friends. A special shout out to Ava Hartung for listening to me cry one too many times, and the teachers who impacted me the most, Tracy, Ann, and Ken. And you know what? Kevin. You gotta love Kevin. He's not as scary as he looks, I promise. And to my little brothers, I have some info for you. I took it and I threw it on the ground. I don't need your handouts. I'm an adult. Please, you can't buy me hot dog, man.
Henry Montesano.
Yeah, I think someone told me this speech was due by this Friday, but I'm sure I'll have it done by Monday. Thanks for all my teachers who accepted my late work.
Jocelyn Kincaid Beal.
I just wanted to say thank you to this forum and Ryan especially, and my family, of course.
All right, here we go. Let's welcome up the forum of Mr. Brett Kilgore.
I'm very proud to present the graduating seniors of the Kilgore Forum. Nico Galvanakis.
I'm gonna keep it
I'm going to keep it short. Thank my family. Thank all the teachers that have helped mold the person that I am today. I love you all. Thank you so much.
Roberta Gaddy.
I know we're not supposed to do a thank you speech, but I'm not that creative, so here we go. I'd love to give a huge shout out to my family and my parents for making me the way that I am, better for worse, giving me like such great like help and guidance all throughout like my 4 years and just being like a great presence. I love to thank all my teachers for teaching me the 4 H's, history of musicals, homosexuality and Shakespeare, and how to hide a body. And to end this speech, I'd like to quote a movie, one of my favorites, one of my dad's favorites, and one of my grandma's favorites. Hopefully she's watching in heaven. I really miss her. Fittingly, The Graduate. Here goes. Thank you.
Lily Rose Germano.
So I want to thank my mom for everything, and for today when I asked her to help me with my speech, this quote she gave me: "As you travel through life, my friend, whatever be the goal, keep your eye upon the donut and not upon the hole."
And Oliver Shutt.
I'd like to thank my amazing friends and family who've supported me all 4 years. Thank you so much.
Up next, the mighty forum of Donnell Mosier.
Though there's only one of her, she's got the heart and energy and power of many. So it's my honor to introduce Jasmine Lowenstein.
So hi, I had a speech prepared. I'd even made sure it was 30 seconds, got it down in the crunch, but I think I'm just gonna ad-lib, and I'm gonna talk about ad-libbing and the fact that I can stand here right now without a paper and without rehearsing it a bunch of times and know that if I'm not perfect in this moment, and if I'm not perfect throughout my whole life because perfection is boring, that's good. And 4 years ago, I would not have been able to do this, and I'm just so thankful to everyone who has helped me get here, my family, my teachers, my friends. Yeah, just thank you all so much. I really appreciate you, and I just feel very blessed and grateful right now, so thank you.
All right, let's bring up the Mike Vile Forum. The Vile Forum, ladies and gentlemen.
On behalf of Ed and Weiss, who came before me and gave me the keys to this forum, I welcome my seniors, John Umbriak.
Okay, 30 seconds. I have 2 memories to share with you. The first is the first day of school when I walked into the church across the street and I was just hit with like people and music, and it's just an energy that's just persisted through my time here. And the second memory is forum with like Ed just sitting on the table in the front and talking to us like we were his peers. And so those 2 things of spontaneity and trust are what I hope this school continues to in the future.
Hollis Riggs.
I remember coming back to school in August and worrying that something crucial to our school's culture had been lost in the time that we'd been away. And I was wrong, of course. It was merely hidden. And then in moments like these, even though it's our last, I know that we have found it again. I'm really proud of our class for maintaining a connection to our past and to help cultivate a community for those who will come after us. Thank you to my family for helping me get here, and thank you for this honor.
Sylvie Swerdlow.
I haven't seen Arbor yet, which is very disappointing. If you read what I wrote in the thank you section of the pamphlet, you will see why. Ed Kolka, we love you, all of us. Now my actual speech. As a community, we are a stronger force of change. Community is a place that celebrates individuality and togetherness, with teachers that want their students to succeed. I fought to be here today against my body and sometimes my mind, and this is truly a victory. Everyone here, you deserve to feel victorious. I would like to urge everyone here to be a force of change and strive for intersectional activism. Everyone here deserves to be loved, and I am so excited for the next step in life's journey. Love and success to all. Today we celebrate. Congratulations.
Riley Messman.
So I'm grateful for my parents for always being there for me, and a shout out to the custodian Carl for always keeping it interesting. And I would like to give a special thanks to the 2 teachers at Home Building for giving me the opportunity to participate in building a house. And I'm proud to say that it's going to sell for $595,000.
Case Hokelbar.
So I have this video on my phone. It's from around 3 years ago on a Friday during lunch on the first floor. And in the video, I'm jamming my finger into an apple to show how soft and unappetizing it is. But what I like about the video is the ambiance. People talking, someone strumming a guitar, someone else working out a tune on the old out-of-tune upright piano, and the sounds of jazz practice echoing throughout the first floor. And sitting there within that ambience is just nice. And I'm really grateful I was there to experience that community ambiance, and I hope that many generations after me, people will still feel it. Thank you.
All right, y'all, it's time for another performance. The community ensemble theater is a huge part of community high school, and so it only seems appropriate, and quite honestly, it's necessary that we get to celebrate that here tonight. So at this time, we'd like to bring up our friend and performer, Mr. John Reed, who's going to perform for you a piece from the musical Pippin, Corner of the Sky, under the direction of Emily Wilson-Tobin. John, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Here we go, John Reed.
Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere that I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. I've got to find my corner of the sky. Every man has his daydreams, every man has his goals. People like the way dreams have us sticking to the soul. Thunderclouds have their lightning, nightingales have their song. And don't you see I want my life to be something more than long. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. I've got to find my corner of the sky. So many men seem destined to settle for something small, but I won't rest until I know I'll have it all. So don't ask where I'm going, just listen when I'm gone. And far away you'll hear me singing softly to the dawn. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. I've got to find my corner of the sky.
One more time for John Reed, everybody. One more time for John Reed. We are almost there, y'all. We're at the last four. Let's hear it for the Diane Dudley Forum.
Okay, we'll come up with it. I am proud to present the Dudley Forum graduates, Nadia Tazinski.
I'd like to thank my teachers, my family, a lot of my friends. Steve, I love you. Nobody does it like you. Nobody does it like you. And Diane, I love you so much. I've known you forever, and you were just a joy to be around. And lastly, my mother, who is such a badass. I love you so much. More than words can describe, Mom. I would not be here without you. I love you so much. So sweet.
Tain Patel.
I just want to thank my family and the amazing staff at Community.
Well said. I see you.
Up next, the Forum of Manisha Moncad.
I am proud and honored to present the graduates of the Moncad Forum. Here's Alexandra Phillips Beam.
Hi, so I would like to say I am extremely grateful for all the amazing experiences I have had at Community, and I would like to thank each and every one of my teachers, especially you, because you have been amazing, and my parents, but especially my mom, because she's been there for me and believed in me this whole time, and she's like an amazing person, so thank you, everyone.
Natalie Mysek Card.
So I planned a speech, but I feel like just planning stuff doesn't really work. So I would really like to thank you. And my first day here, I wasn't sure if I had made the right decision, but an hour in, I knew I had. And it's because of all of you and the teachers, the staff, the faculty, and everyone. Like, community isn't a building, it's all of you. And I can't be more proud to graduate from here, and I love every single minute of every single day.
Wade Nile.
Okay, so in all of the years that I've spent attending and not attending community, I think probably of all the things that I've learned, the most important is that you just need to find your path and find people who will help you follow it. I would like to thank Manisha for the single time in my entire sort of school career where I felt like I was doing good at math, which was promptly interrupted by a concussion that I got, and then the pandemic. I'm so happy to never take a math class again. I've got one more. I would also like to thank my little sister Violet for being there for me ever since the day she was born. Let's give her a very small round of applause, everybody.
Colette Clun.
I'd like to thank my parents, my cousin, and my cat Percy for supporting me in all of my endeavors, and Manisha for being someone that I can always count on, for being caring, and for supporting me throughout my 4 years.
Walden Jones Perpich.
I'm a big believer in type 2 fun, which is the idea that something can be kind of miserable while it's happening, but is fun in retrospect. And miserable is definitely an overstatement. But these last 4 have been the most fun years of my life. So thank you guys. I love you.
Thank you, and I love you all.
Up next, the Forum of Chloe Root.
It is my bittersweet honor to present the graduating class of the Root Forum of 2022. You guys have grown up a lot, man. All right. First off, we have Gigi Woolmark.
Well, Mom, I hope that was the hair flip you wanted. But I just want to thank my teachers, my family, my forum leader, my pets, my friends, for supporting me and accepting me. And you guys truly showed me that what apparently King Henry's 5th wife said was true. Life is very beautiful. Thank you.
Levi Kopal.
I would just like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for helping me get through these past 4 years. And I'd like to do a special thanks to Steve for making school actually fun and something I look forward to.
Misha Castilla.
I'll try and keep it short and sweet since we're at the tail end of our evening, but it's hard to summarize 4 years of high school in 30 seconds, but I'm gonna give it a try anyways. It's important for me to thank all my teachers, and I regret not having all the teachers at community high school because they're all so amazing. But what I've learned from community the most is that it's okay to be yourself, it's okay to make mistakes, and it's important to ask for help. And in that vein, I want to share something that I said in physics class. I said, it's better to be dumb, or look, there we go. It's better to sound dumb and be smart than to be smart and Oh, wait.
Liam Bush.
My parents used to always tell me that your closest friends come from high school, and I would have to agree. The people who I met for these 4 years at community are definitely my family, and they always will be my family. So yeah.
Vasya Banovich.
I just want to give a special thanks to Beth Portencasa for being one of the best teachers I've probably ever had, and especially one of the best art teachers. Thank you to all of my English teachers for encouraging my writing, and all of the teachers who've had to deal with my doodles on their work I turned in. And thank you to Chloe for being such an amazing forum leader. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so much.
While we're bringing up our last forum, I would like to take a quick minute to thank and recognize our forum leaders. We have 21 forum leaders who are all teachers, and forum is such an essential part of our school. It's oftentimes, if you talk to any of our forum leaders, this is one of the hardest things they do. They spent 4 years with these lovely people, and a lot of tears, laughter, and joy, and hard times happen over those 4 years in forum. So before we go through our last forum, can we please give a round of applause to our 21 beautiful, fabulous forum leaders. And here on the stage, the last forum of tonight, the forum of Jessica Whiteside.
Save the best for last. I think I told them that we weren't going to be last. We are, and I'm sorry, but you're still wonderful. First up, we have Galen Vanderelzen.
That's all.
Thank you. Lucy Tobier.
4 years isn't a lot of time in the grand scheme of things, but thanks to the community teachers, my family, my friends, I've gained a lifetime of advice, support, tea, love, and I'm so incredibly grateful. Thank you.
Shannon Thompson.
I'm just winging my speech here, so bear with me. I was asked by a lot of people if I was going to be here today, and I am. So I made it, and we all made it together. And you know, there are some who didn't get to be here with us and didn't make it to this day. So I just wanted to shout out to all the people that really tried their best, but they aren't with us. And yeah, so just thank you to Courtney and Jen and Jessica. Couldn't have done it without you guys.
Matan Sussman Yataki. I was trying really hard.
Don't worry about it. I'd like to thank my friends and my teachers and my family because I need to. But most importantly, I need to thank Mai, Bree, and Dylan, the people who gave me the one personality trait I have today, D&D. They are the reason I am the way I am. Thank you.
Sophia Muraski.
So when I was a small little 15-year-old at community in my sophomore year, I did a silly little thing and got in trouble with the school. And Steve pulled me into his room after class, and I was like scared because I was like, I love Steve, and I thought he was gonna yell at me because he can do that. Steve does yell. And instead, he asked me if I was okay, and he asked me if I needed help. and he gave personal stories of his struggle to connect with me. And every day after that, a hug from Steve in the hall made my day. So I love you, Steve.
Lily McCready.
First, I just want to give a shout out to my parents. Thank you guys so much for being endlessly supportive. And also thank you to Marcy McCormick and Chloe Root for being such inspirational people, but also amazing teachers. And thank you, Jessica, for being an amazing forum leader.
Brendan Grover.
I'd like to thank my family for helping me find out who I truly am inside, and I'd like to thank community for letting me show it to everyone.
Jordan Clementson.
Screaming. Who was screaming? Okay. Thank you, Londa. I love you. Okay, I'll give you this quick. I'd like to thank Jessica, Manisha, JTP, and Kevin for being my rock. You've taught me about drive and about power, and I promise I will stay hungry and I will devour.
He gets the last word. Harrison Brown.
They told us to go to the bathroom before this, and I forgot. But I remember when I was an incoming freshman, I went to the Matt Johnson Forum for Connect with Community. And I've just got this memory of Jeff Burris walking on top of the desks, talking to us 8th graders while Matt was kind of stood by his desk with a sort of panicked face. That was my first community experience and my first community memory. It was pretty great, and I think it sums us up pretty well. And I want to thank two people who really deserve it, Jessica Whiteside, for doing an amazing job as a forum leader and working with me this past year, and Ryan Sylvester for helping me get into colleges and letting me sort of unofficially TA for him. I'm so grateful for everything that you guys have done.
We made it. So I told you it'd be a graduation like no other. And before we wrap up tonight, I do want to take a moment to do a special thank you to the following individuals who've made this graduation event so special and the evening so amazing. First of all, I want to thank our hosts here at Hill Auditorium. This has been really great. It's a beautiful place. We get to be here. And I think this is the first event we've had this year that someone else has run the sound and we haven't needed TJ Watson to take care of it for us. So we decided to let TJ just be a graduate for this event. This evening we have Amy McLaughlin, Brian Williams for hosting us tonight, Rebecca Westrate standing in as counselor sub. Don't you think she did a great job as a sub counselor? I think she did a great job. The three of these folks put in a lot of work with, of course, who directing them all? Gretchen E.B. Thank you for all the detail and work that went into this event. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, our jazz director, Jack Wagner, and the CHS Jazz Band. But we all know the person who makes everything happen at Community. His title might be Community Assistant, but he is really our everything. Thank you, Kevin Davis. I told you he's our everything. You see the response? Guests, we're going to ask that you please remain seated while our graduates, they are now graduates, faculty, and honored guests process out of the auditorium. Families, you can meet your graduates in the lobby or on the beautiful steps outside. Thank you for coming tonight. This concludes our evening.